What's happened to all the lovely bright light we had in the old days? I can't be doing with this atmospheric lighting nonsense. I like to see what I'm doing.
Welcome to this review. Alright, so, as always, in this review, I will start by giving you a small recap of this episode, and then I will dive into my personal opinion, and of course my rating of this episode. Anyway, let's just hop right into it. Alright, that was a short recap. Let's hop right into my opinion about this episode. I thought this episode was pretty boring and just ordinary about halfway through. It was actually pretty disappointing. It was just an enormous amount of shaky camera movements and a serious lack of lights. In fact, this huge production quality drop was really what ruined this episode for me. Alright, a little backstory. I am a huge fan of Mark Gatiss. He's such a fantastic and amazing writer. I also think he's way better than Stephen Moffat. But that's also why this production quality drop really ruined the episode for me. I mean, the dialogue and the storyline was incredibly well set up. I mean, are you kidding me? An episode about the sleep in our eyes turning us into aliens, and a machine that rids the world of our sleep problem? That's a fucking amazing setup. But this parody of Paranormal Activity, which the production quality of this episode was, really just ruined this episode. This is a massive problem because in the 52 years of running time for Doctor Who, I have never been annoyed by production quality. The show has always been high on the production. I mean, it was one of the first TV shows to start airing in color back in 1970, and the different shots of each scene has always been very well performed. Basically, the physical quality of the episodes have always been very cinematic, and even though this episode was a one-off, it still really bothers me. But this might also be because I am a huge technical nerd, so when I see something as shitty as this, it really just makes me sad, especially considering that this is a show sent in prime time on BBC. Are you kidding me? But it is obvious why this was done. It was obviously because of budget cuts. It's just easier to create scary monsters without having to use a lot of money on it, with shaky camera movements and a lacking of light. I mean, any idiot can make that. Honestly. You don't believe me? Well, you all know I'm an idiot, and I can do the same. Don't believe me? Well then take a look at this. Alright, we don't have much time. Oh my god. I don't know where I am. I just don't know where I am. Oh my god. I don't know where I am. I don't know where I am. I don't know where I am. They're coming to get me. I can feel they're coming to get me. What's going on? What's going on? There's something. Oh my god. Oh my god. Please don't kill me. Please. No, God. But enough about the production quality. Let's talk about Gagan Rasmussen, a Danish last name, by the way. I thought he was a genius character, and he really did remind me why I fell in love with the show so many years ago. The way of persuading an audience to feel empathy with you, and then developing into a bad character, is a genius character move. And it really is something that Doctor Who has always been very successful in. The way he narrates the episode about halfway through really took me back to the old days of Love and Monsters, which was undoubtedly one of my favorite episodes ever. Now, the crew aboard the ship that had been sent to unravel the mystery, I didn't really care much for. They were annoying, and we didn't really get any character development of them before they died. That's also very typical of Doctor Who, though. And, you know, Clara was annoying as always, and the Doctor was amazing as always. But then, not quite. Let's talk about that. You see, the ending of this episode was probably one of the worst ones I've ever seen. I think this is one of the only times in Doctor Who where the Doctor actually hasn't saved the day. Impossible to believe, I know. I kept expecting it to say, "to be continued," but no. It didn't. It honestly did not feel like any good deed was done in this episode. Because, I mean, in the ending, Rasmussen ended up sending out the virus and bringing chaos and destruction. So, what did the Doctor do? Exactly? I mean, how is that an ending? It seemed more like an opening to a two-parter, which I really hoped for it to be, but unfortunately it wasn't. Anyways, it's time for my rating of this episode. I'm gonna give this episode 4 out of 5 TARDISes, but that is only because of Mark Gatiss' writing. He wrote an amazing episode like always, but unfortunately it just got ruined by the production quality. All in all, I liked this episode, but I will probably never watch it again. Sorry about that. Alright, that's it for me, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you all in just 1 minute when I'll be ready with my review of Face the Raven. That's right, I'm sending out 2 reviews in one go as a way to say sorry for being gone for such a long time. And I hope you will enjoy my review of Face the Raven. You can click right on me to go watch that, actually. Yeah. Bye, guys.